the cat are working
Go
with
to
the
the second
Brotherhood?
floor and make sure everyone is okay. I'll try to figure out where they ran off to. Antonia might know a secret passage. Try asking her.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know Geppetto is our dad, but he seems pretty scandalous, honestly. It's a little jittery right now. A little laggy. Oh my god, they broke everything! They knocked over the train! Why would they do that? That's fucked up. We said didn't break that. Wait, where? Oh, they didn't touch this though. They left this completely normal. Interesting. Oh, they stole all her stuff. That's sad. They broke this door. Wow. It's messed up. I know my way around a weapon. That sound like her? I tried. Damn, they went out of their way. Did they break the piano? Investigate? Start performing.
This motherfucker can play the piano? The
Why did we
fuck?
do this right now? Okay, well, you know, at least they didn't fuck with the piano. I want to learn how to play piano so bad. I can't even exit out. Oh man, he put all that emotion in there, you know? Seeing this place like this, he really went he went all out. He's like, "Hold up. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it." I need to level up with her too. So is anybody out there? No. Oh shit,
This
they
game
got
do
the
look really good.
monsters.
It looks really,
Why
really
did they call
good.
me a hypocrite though? They spilled the wine bottle. I thought that was blood. I was like, damn, someone's dead. Knocked over some chairs. I mean, really, what were they doing here? What was their point? To just break everything? Put a big X over his door.
Who's there? I'll never open this door. You might as well give up. Oh, it's you. Is it safe out there? Give me a sec. Okay.
I don't know where the old lady is. We gotta find her. Eugenie! Oh shit, everyone's in here.
I'm sorry, child. Geppetto has been kidnapped.
I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really care. Oh, conveniently, the chair's been left intact.
You're here. That's a relief. Being trapped somewhere. It's the worst. It's good to be free. Oh, sorry. I should be thanking you first. When you came in, you reminded me of the hound. Probably because both of you saved my life.
Oh, Eugenie.
So much.
This game do look pretty solid.
I don't know who
The
that other
graphics
guy
is
is.
really
But you
good.
gotta be careful. Look at my nose.
What the fuck?
You don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets 24/7 fast-friendly claim support.
Going in the wrong direction, back to their own 16 now. Little screen set up. Jackson's got it. Crossed the 20. And then he's actually ran into his own man and went down. Big collision with Trammell, his wide receiver. But that's a good gain for the Jaguars.
Third and forever to go here.
Yeah, got to get out to the 40-yard line for the first down. Wolford pressured, gets by Jones. Wolford on the move, and he's got the first down.
Good back in the backfield.
Harris, the running back. They'll try the quarterback sneak, and Wolford should have it there. Pushes the pile. Chubb and Jalen Phillips there. And Bradley Chubb says not that time. Wraps up Harris for a loss. Tagovailoa quick over the middle. Washington has that. Breaks a tackle, gains a few more to the 27-yard line. Pickup of 9 yards on the play. Tua steps up here. Look out. Pressured. And he is taken down. Wolford remains in at quarterback for the Jaguars. Second possession. Wolford rolling and throwing, completed. And quickly there on the tackle on Singer was Jack Jones. Now,
a lot different from that cornerback because you don't have the sideline help there. So he's got to play inside, outside on these receivers. And they said he was up to the thing. The one thing that they were concerned about with him was his tackling. And they said once they saw one play on him, he kick it and pop somebody, they go, okay, that's all right. Well, I think they understand it. And I think they're up to the task. Ooh. Well, this is
Wolford's got the first down.
Preseason. So blood, one of the most iconic weapons in Elden Ring.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now you've reached Lendel, the royal capital. You're ascending toward the Erd Tree to face Morgoth, the Omen King. And now he has fallen, slain by your blade. You can now use the Grand Lift to reach the mountaintops of the Giants, a snowy, stormy, and blizzard-ridden region. You begin exploring this new area. You've passed the White Ridge Road site of Grace, crossed through the Guardian's garrison, and finally arrived at the Giant's Grave Boast site of Grace. You'll find rivers of blood at the Church of Repose. There you'll be confronted by Bloody Finger Okina. Battle strategy. Equip a shield capable of parrying his attacks, and use it to counterattack at the right moment. Be cautious. His strikes inflict bleed buildup, which can quickly overwhelm you if you're not prepared. You can also make use of boluses to help manage the bleed buildup. Try to block with your shield, then immediately counterattack. If you're playing as a mage, keep your distance, and you'll be able to defeat him using spells. Unfortunately, a shield won't block the Rivers of Blood skill, so you'll need a bit of luck to survive. If you're finding the fight too difficult, there's a clever trick you can use. Lure him to the edge of a cliff. Let gravity do the rest. And there he is. He's appeared, and starts chasing you. Meanwhile, you run behind the church, occasionally glancing back to make sure he hasn't changed his mind. Then, you spot a beautiful sunset on the horizon. You kindly invite him to enjoy the view together. He gladly accepts, but might just slip and fall by accident. And just like that, you obtain the Rivers of Blood and Okina Mask. The Okina Mask increases your dexterity by 3, but at a price. It reduces your focus by 50, making you more vulnerable to sleep. And now you've obtained the Rivers of Blood. You grip the katana thinking, now I'm gonna set the world on fire. But then, harsh reality hits you. The damage isn't that great, and you're dying more often than you're killing anyone. Well, the truth is, you still need to upgrade the weapon. And once you do that, and find the right spells and talismans to support it, the Rivers of Blood will truly begin to flow. But again, it's not a cure-all. Some enemies will have bleed resistance, and others won't even let you get close enough to hit them. Still, Rivers of Blood will make your journey a lot easier. So, what do you need for this build? Let me explain everything step by step and show you where to find it. First, we need to upgrade Rivers of Blood to +10. It uses somber smithing stones for upgrades. Where to find them, you ask? Check the top right corner. I've left a video there showing the location of all somber smithing stones from 1 to 10. This upgrade will boost both its physical damage and skill damage by roughly twice as much. Next, we need a second weapon that can be infused with the Ash of War, seppuku. Keep in mind, this ash doesn't work with every weapon type. I didn't bother farming for an uchigatana or a flamberge with innate bleed, since they don't give any extra bonus to the effect. They just activate bleed, and that's it. So instead, I simply bought a basic sword from the Twin Maiden husks at the Round Table Hold. Upgrading and refining, even with blood ashes, won't give us any improvements for Rivers of Blood. Next, we need a seal to cast incantations.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
I'm using the Finger Seal. If you have, for example, the Erdtree Seal or the Golden Order Seal, it doesn't matter. They don't give any bonuses. For spells like Golden Vow and Flame, grant me strength. They always give the same percentage bonus regardless of the seal. But we do need the Dragon Communion Seal, and it's worth upgrading only if you plan to use the Swarm of Flies incantation instead of Ash of War, seppuku. Each has its pros and cons. All this is needed to activate the White Mask, which gives a 10% boost to all outgoing damage. You activate it through bleed buildup. The mask needs to detect bleeding, either on us, if we use seppuku, or on the enemy, if we use Swarm of Flies or the Rivers of Blood skill, to trigger bleed. As for armor, you can choose any set that you like, but if you make it to Shadow of the Erdtree, you can get a unique armor set where each piece increases the damage of bleed skills by 3% and the mask adds 5%. However, since we're already using the White Mask, which gives us 10%, we won't use the mask from that set. So, by equipping the armor, gauntlets, and boots from that set, we'll get a total of 9. A very powerful talisman, Lord of Blood's Exaltation. It increases all outgoing damage by 20%, triggered by the bleed effect, either on you or the enemy, and lasts for 20 seconds. Another good choice is the Rotten Winged Sword Insignia. It boosts successive attacks by 6%, 8%, or 13%, depending on the tier. There's also a weaker version, Winged Sword Insignia. It increases damage by 3%, 5%, or 10%, but you can't wear it together with the Rotten version. Next, Millicent's Prosthesis gives +5 dexterity. And just like the previous one, boosts damage from the third hit onward by 4%, 6%, or 11%. And of course, the Shard of Alexander increases weapon skill damage by 15%. If you didn't wait to finish Alexander's quest and killed him early, you'll get the Warrior Jar Shard, which gives a 10% boost instead. If you haven't found the rest yet, the Fire Scorpion Charm Talisman will be useful. It boosts all fire damage from any source by 12%. at the cost of 10% fire resistance, which is relevant, since our weapon also deals fire damage. The Godskin Swaddling Cloth also works effectively. With a series of attacks, it gradually restores HP. As for the Flask of Wondrous Physic, the Flame-Shrouding Cracked Tear boosts all fire attacks by 20%. The Thorny Cracked Tear increases your damage starting from the third hit by 9%, 13%, or 20%, depending on how many hits you land. There's also the Blood-Sucking Cracked Tear, one of the most powerful and dangerous, found in the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion. It increases all outgoing damage by 20%, but drains your HP over time. The damage can kill your character if you're not careful. All tears last for 3 minutes. Golden Vow increases outgoing damage for you and your allies by 15% and lasts for 80 seconds. Flame. And in the meantime, the greatsword was purchased from the twin maiden husks at the Round Table station. At the entrance, you'll see imp statues, and inside one of the paths, you'll face a banished knight. Defeating him will reward you with the Dragon Communion Seal, which enhances the swarm
Mm. 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 Okay. Let it be Margit the Fell. Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished. I shall remember thee, tarnished. Smoldering with thy muted flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter. Mighty dragon, thou art a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. Lowly tarnished. Plain as a lord. I command thee, kneel. I am the lord of all that is golden.
These motherfuckers running through these bosses.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Fast forward this, her fucking cutscene is.
My beloved. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Graceless, tarnished. What is thy business with these thrones? Ah, Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radahn, Praetor Rykard, Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled by King Morgoth, last of all kings.
This dude is damn near one-shotting these motherfuckers. Hmm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Mm-mm-mm.
Championship game. What is going to make you happy at the end of the year? That's success. And if they get to the Super Bowl and lose, they are not going to be happy. That's it. So for them, success is a Super Bowl. I think they have a good chance to do it. I certainly will not guarantee it. We've only had 2 repeat champions this century.
AFC Championship game, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, listen, defense wins championships. You said they got better defensively. Speaking of defense wins championships, though, the Philadelphia Eagles, they played their final preseason game Friday night in East Rutherford against the Jets. 19-17 was the final score as the Eagles got the win. But if you're the Jets and you see this final score and you're thinking, okay, that was a close one, but you look at the box score, 10 penalties, 3 turnovers, that's got to be a pain point for these Jets, Emery.
Let's go back. Last week against the Giants, 7 penalties for 65 yards and a turnover. Then we go back 2 weeks against the Packers, 10 penalties for 91 yards. And there's a fine line between coaching aggressive, coaching assertiveness, and committed all these penalties. We saw that against Green Bay where they had so many doggone penalties and they were getting in fights on the field. Okay, they calmed down the fights against the Giants, got into a lot of mini fracases around there, but then we saw that calm down against the Eagles, but the penalties still remain. They have 2 weeks to get that together because you're going to lose a lot of football games if you're undisciplined. And we know the physical mistakes or mental mistakes turn into physical ones. That leads to turnovers, that leads to more penalties, and that's how you come on the losing end of a lot of these ball games. So I was unimpressed with the lack of discipline in these ball games because that's what Aaron Glenn's mantra is: discipline, being aggressive, but you got to be smart, be controlled with your aggressiveness out there on the field. And the Jets, so far in 3 preseason games, have not.
Fracas is a great word that you dropped in there. Definitely something they're going to want to clean up.
I'm in my pockets of greatness at times.
You know, he's an
baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei.
It looks so good, man. Can't wait till this shit come out, man. This game is called The Blood of Dawn Walker. This is the demo, a 53-minute demo. I'm not gonna watch the whole 53 minutes, but this game is really, really good. I've been wanting a good vampire game.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe.
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah. So you deem your conscience clear?
And it's just it's like The Witcher. You get to choose, like what path you could go depending on how you answer the questions.
Quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved,
And this is on PS5. And these graphics look so good.
myself included, I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
Oh. Yo, this game looks so good, man. This game looks so nice. Yeah, how he just turns his head on his own. Like little things like that I pay attention to gaming. I want it to be as realistic as possible. Look how the scenery looks. Look how everything look. Whoa. The walk on walls and shit. As a vampire in this game, it's like you're almost unstoppable, unless you're fighting another vampire.
It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svatro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins, or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts.
Let me see some.
But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal is to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions: up, down, left, or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block, and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust, and now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time.
Damn.
Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which
His damn
actually
head.
decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory.
FanDuel's dropping profit boosts every college football Saturday, so how do we spread the word? I got it.
First of all, let's replenish our health by eating something. And then
this
take a closer look at this cool-looking
You know,
weapon
like The
we just
Witcher.
picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the 2. We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
It's even bigger than I remembered. And it's grander than before. They're putting in new stained glass. The Knyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Get your stinking ass out of here. I was just
Yeah, this thing was like The Witcher. They talking in here.
Tired? I sat down and started begging.
Looming high over the city is Brensis's castle, Greifberg. He took it over when he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
No more drink for you, my friend. Go home.
Oh, let me. I just want to. Oh, let me in.
You made a mess, and it's not that kind of inn.
Let's check the map. The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants. You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows, This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires.
That's like nighttime. There's more monsters or whatever
And
that's
here we can see
reveal
guardians of
themselves during the day. Reveal themselves more at night versus during the day.
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game.
Let's see if
Watch
there's
them
like some
closely when you
action or
play,
something.
as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Start your adventure on a fresh Classic Plus realm that puts the RPG back into Azeroth.
Man, look at this place. That would be perfect for the writing team.
Not just for them. I love storytelling myself, since I can remember telling stories.
So Corin's Algeria, the silver.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab that. Fred Johnson. Exchange for offensive tackle, Darian Kennard. The Eagles also traded for offensive tackle Fred Johnson. Fred Johnson. He was with Philly. He was with us before. Let me see. Oops. The Eagles did it. Fred Johnson, he's back. Fred Johnson, Sam Howell. Fred Johnson and Sam Howell, but there was another trade. Oh, Vineyard. Dude, more protection for Jalen, more big bodies on the front, you know, for that running game. Why, why Sam Howell though? What does Howie see in Sam Howell? I don't know. Mm. Good trade, man. We got Fred Johnson back, but he's more disciplined now that he's back. He's still a prime player, but more importantly, he's more disciplined. He's up to his shit again. Howie is up to his shit again.
But you got smoked race last night.
Utah. I guess maybe they don't have accents in Utah, but from Kansas, Utah to the big stage.
I was like, oh, what accent is that?
There you go. Rookie quarterback Jackson Dart making his name known in the NFL. Look, not that we didn't know his name after his college career, but he has had a phenomenal preseason game. Those stats were incredible. It was all capped off last night in the Giants' final preseason game against the Patriots. Dart, 6 of 12 for 81 yards, a touchdown, actually had a 23-yard scramble that ended in a concussion scare. It was all good. He vowed to not slide anymore after that, or at least be a little bit more cautious with it. Here's more from the young quarterback after the game.
I feel like whenever my number's called that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play my game, I'm going to ball. And that's just my mindset anytime I
We could save the world. But I was wrong. The real problem was humanity itself. They murder each other, feed off each other like parasites, an endless cycle of life and death. We risked everything for them.
So let's get to fighting.
Despite our efforts to save the Empire. And most of all for what he did to Reese. I see. So be it. Then this.
Transformer, no type of shit.
Shall be my answer.
Dang, I found out this fucking. Damn. Oh. This fight is just so epic. This must be his second form. Oh. Mm. And this game was just so epic, man. It's like, look at that. Jesus. Mm. Damn.
I wish we could have done this together, old friend. Allow me to be clearer.
This dude's feeling. He's fucking summoning more power. What the fuck? Man, what the hell, man? What the fuck? I wonder if this dude's character does like any type of transforming or anything. This dude done went up there and turned to a whole fucking angel type shit. Damn, damn. Jesus. Mm. 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 God dang. Mm. Mm. Oh, no, no. He's pouring up again. Okay, now he got fucking winter shit on now. What the fuck? Mm. Damn. 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 Oh, you ain't got no more heals. Mm. Damn. Damn. This motherfucker's about to die. Mm. Oh. Oh. Good thing you blocked that shit. You was about to die. Damn. This is one hell of a battle, bro. This is one epic ass fight.
This game, you're not ready for it. Kazan. Chaos is the only true salvation.
Hmm. You gotta fight this dude again, bro? You ain't got no fucking heals. Damn. Oh. Oh. Mm. Oh. What the fuck is that land? Oh, is that like his thumbing or something? It's over on the fucking ground. Damn. Oh. Damn.
Why do you stubbornly refuse to understand?
This game is fucking epic as hell. This was probably one of the coldest boss fights I've ever fucking seen. Wow. Jeez. That was one hell of a boss fight, man. Just for it to be a game. Um, but on that note, I'm gonna end the stream right here, man. For all the ones that did tune in, thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. Till next time, y'all. I am out. I am out of here, y'all. Peace. Doom.